Alright, now it's time to find out who the crash test dummy is as we go up against Crashman. Now, Crashman's stage theme is one of my favorite themes in the game. It doesn't beat Wily's Stage 1, but then again, what does? Here's the leaf shield. The shield forms around you and not much can get into it, except that little telly there. But we'll just pretend that didn't really happen. Once you press any directional key, it will fire the leaf shield in that direction. I'll just get hit by everything. And here we have these little platforms. They'll just take you around. And you can just equip the wood shield, or the leaf shield, and just ride around until you reach the destination. Convenient. See, who needs that metal blade? The metal blade, it can fire in 8 directions, but with this, you don't have to do any work at all. You just stand on the platform and ride it all the way. Now, the metal blade is really powerful, partly because it can fire in 8 directions, partly because the shots do so much damage as it is. They just tear through almost every normal enemy in the game. And also because it uses very little weapon energy. Oh, I want that. I'll just establish some air dominance in the meantime. The only problem with this screen is when you do hop off the little platform like that, you have to wait for it to come back. Hey, get back here. So anyways, the metal blade. It uses so little weapon energy, you could fire it like 900 times in one stage and still not run out. That's how many shots you get from it. It's kinda silly. And next up we have these tin can enemies. When you shoot them, they kind of throw their tin cans at you. And these are some nice looking platforms. I like the geometry of this particular screen, but there's not much going on. There's no power-ups there or anything like that. This can be really tricky, so we got to be quick. If this Metul or Metar hits you, it will probably knock you off the platform and onto the next screen, or to the screen below. So sometimes if you want to take damage, just jump, shoot it, and jump back like I did. That can get you through there. And we are back to climbing. There's a lot of ladders in this stage, kind of like a Lekman stage from Mega Man 1. The leaf shield is really nice here to have. If you don't have the metal blade, you just turn it on and watches all the birds fly into it, and then keep climbing up. I'm about to run out of leaf shield, so that could be a problem, but the mother bird decided to just drop the egg down the side. Ooh, an energy tank. And a quick way to get out of here is with a utility. And we're going to take this far ladder here, as we use the jet sled a little bit more properly than we did in Flashman stage. Now we'll establish some air dominance, because these are air-based enemies. And Air Shooter also happens to be Crashman's weakness. But I'm going to show you that he can be beaten with the Mega Buster as well. You just have to watch where he's going, and just before you reach him, jump, shoot, he'll jump into your shot, and he'll fire a crash bomb, which you just walk underneath. And this pattern just kind of continues until he's dead. If you're not used to fighting him, or it's your first time fighting him, you might have some problems dealing with him. His bombs do quite a bit of damage from what I remember. Then again, I don't remember the last time he hit me with a bomb. But if this doesn't work, the air shooter will take him out in anywhere between 1 and 3 shots. It depends on how many times the game decides it wants to allow you to hit him off of 1 shot. Sometimes you can take him out in one swoop, and sometimes it takes 2 or 3 shots. It's one of the things that's a little bit inconsistent about the early Mega Man games with the hit detection there. But with Crash Man defeated, we get the Crash Bomb. You know, I invited you guys to play along at home by showing you the first password screen, and then I was inconsiderate and didn't show you the rest, so here's where we are. Let's see. Bombs versus bubbles. That should work. I mean, bombs might be a little excessive to take out simple bubbles, but since when do I need to do something not excessive? Okay, air does not work against frogs. Neither do leaves. So we'll use the trusty quick boomerang again. These guys, do be kind of careful with them. They'll send out 3 frogs. Try and go in between the farther 2. These platforms will drop if you stand on them for any length of time. If you just bounce and bounce off, it probably won't drop, which I didn't get to demonstrate there. And now we're going into water. You do have to be careful where you land there, because there's an enemy that you might land on. These guys get really angry after you shoot them once. Their little hat flies off, and then they come charging at you. And these giant fish, you want to hit him in the little glowing antenna there until you destroy him. He will keep spawning fish. In this section, just keep moving. Those are instant death spikes on the top of the screen there, so do be mindful of those. You can control your jumps in the water. In fact, you can use the water to jump higher than what you normally would otherwise be able to. Air is not good against fish either. See, here I decided to just focus on the big fish because he'll keep spawning these little guys. He's still spawning them even after he's dead. I don't know how he's doing that. But just keep focused on the big guy, take him out, and then keep moving on. If you take some damage from the small fish, that's okay too. And now we have crabs. And we'll establish some air dominance against them since they're coming out of the air. That's normally how crabs travel, right? Alright, and this is Bubble Man. We'll be battling him underwater. So, let's see, Pokemon type chart says that grass is good against water, so Leaf Shield should be good here. At least that's the theory. It helps if you connect. Okay, it's not. Well, that isn't good. Let's use bombs. The Crash Bomber doesn't do nearly as much as it's worth. So we'll just resort to Mega Buster or Quick Boomerangs. Those are good. I don't think those have been effective against a boss yet. So there you go. Boomerangs work against bubbles, but bombs don't. Go figure. And that gets us the bubble lead, which turns us into an interesting gray color. I like that color palette for Mega Man as well. And here's the password. Alright, and next time we're going to cool off Heatman.